Abusa for anope ya movie ache na ya movie akwa ba live or Adom TV so jumedi no ye Agoro Ne Fom me dey ya tenase don hwere ba ko na fe ya David deep into issues of course so during the week as far as sports are concerned na the home community na e dey aba so na on the other side of the story so no you nya exclusives any guest bit me atwen komo one on one as usual and you were a special guest o hanama enche kran me dan na fe ye no heading komo twetwe no ede apem so enye asem kuma dwumadi no Sergio Manucho and ahye dwumadi ni kama fa camera crew ni nyina no any director ebo machido ma enche kra no omoso Mrs. so kakra ede amabusiafo na matimi hu said de bi esika no covid no is real intending say my say Jack Chan and amete ha so na me guest no so I say ono so ahye ne de kama pa said de ba ya nyina bitimi abom na yakon ede tia covid-19 in fact apijan mu 2021 enti o se koso na fe ebo ho ban against that particular pandemic yidna ye ekono enti enkomo no edoso pa the Ghana Premier League match day 10 and interestingly Legon Cities were recording the first victory of the season na wan share any other mere team than Ashanti Gold and what share na kama enum emane etimu mienu a surprising scoreline and a toja enyasem kuma enche be kwakoji highlight no na de san komo nyina no e de abrel o sanso na other games beto aso ene ochina ne nyina ba so brekum Chelsea ene Accra Hearts of Oak the bepem so I will become the Golden City Park and also so it promises to be a cracker of a game. Yeah, say Costa Papich any team no every team afare well I will brekum because I don't remember the last time I had the victory a free brekum by. And then also you be Great Olympics and 3 p.m. on a Karela at the bepem so the Accra Sports Stadium the Wonder Club. Yakoha say and wait my magic honoma and also game about Dreams FC in Liberty Professionals and afi mediama takwa one inter allies at the bepem so and afi busia drafts ne wafa and so at the boy ni Cape Coast Elmina Sharks ne Bechem United at the bepem so 11 wonders and Ken Faisal and also a match pa and afi Asante Kotoko China 6 p.m. and also any Diana Stars with Jamrantian at the bepem so you be rasa game no na fe atimi ahwe other interesting highlighter but remember enra ga couple nyina eba na we na interestingly owura Kudofiano the incumbent delegate asenya no mugidie ato no so aba I said the next 4 years no concerned the Ghana League Clubs Association. You better the way forward. And I feel emremuno as a nyoma kakra echia kakra. You better remember for you say going forward no Kudofiano and any other executives ya elect you to power no or more and more be at the maga kana. And also you better remember now the biggest story in the week no honorable Mustafa Yusufa kanena NSS and ono so National Service Secretariat and say scheme no and na so and na do dan kwaku fado enya no mugidie na watu ni din say yankototo na no ewo mra hye bedwomu na fe yenhwe say obetimi abelidi the sports ministry na nti ono and the Minister of Youth and Sports designate for the ministry enya semko in fact ya bopo panachi ya unse papa no ye adwuma ye papa na say or call for support na obia so eboa ya de ye ministry no ebetime nya na tampa e de friend ti honorable Ezekiel ma ya jana kwan e de free the sports ministry the new minister oba honorable Mustafa Yusuf and also hon koma kakra na ya de nyina ebeto aso let me try me home briefly me ba all the highlight any major talking points nyina na ya de me din de obi kwakwandi Dodona Fremi Papa Maestro Matanase, welcome aboard. Welcome back. Adom TV, Agoro Ne Fom, and yede to aso na fe akọ details of the issues are eba. On the flip side of the issues, yate say Kotoko ne Moniru Sule oma party ways mutually. Na the other side of the story no, enye interesting, enye palatable for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Ebrebe ma ebiwem near the details aba. Sanso na anopei ebenyan kwada bia ma uma besra on the show. And keep watching the details in about me. But your question and I say what contribution 050-486-2939 050-486-2939 WhatsApp will be to me the abana fi majibre na mi bisa na sema kenkan ediama once again me din edima show yanye the highlight of match day 10 of the Ghana Premier League and Russia say Legon Cities 5 Ashanti Gold 2 yanko share the highlight of the goals na you are ya de jakanya to us
but it's yet to reflect in the kind of results that was coming. They lost Shafiu, they lost shift when they're out there. And Abagana is one of them. Yawano, their policy during the window brought in lots of players. People said we're not. Good play from Ashanti Gold. Amos Adai, lovely skill with the weaker rifle hands. Kofi, Fatau goes down. Kofi goes for the high ball and it's over. Amuzu, good touch from Abagna. Yawano fails to get a control that he rightly wished for. Fatau in trouble. He's gifted a goal. Yawano has broken the deadlock. The most experienced player in the side commits an unforgivable blunder. Trying to play from the back. The touch was too heavy. Yawano has got pace. Yawano has got perseverance. He's got awareness and the presence of mind to know that the goalkeeper could be in trouble. Take a look at this touch. It lets him down, this touch. There you see Yawano keeps his balance. Credit to him. Stays on his feet. And into the empty net. Puts Ashgold into the lead. A dream starts for Ashgold. And a horrible one for Legon Cities. To go next weekend, they will definitely want to go into that game from a winning note. And here is Legon Cities. Good crossing. Nobody does the connection. Beautiful. Beautiful. Awesome. Magnificent. Doesn't even see where the ball moves past. I mean, as the ball comes into the box, you always fancy Ashgold defenders to deal with it. Because they are big ends, they are taller. But once the ball drops and Ampedu sets him up Moro, one touch and drives it into the top corner. It's a special hit, really. It's a stunning effort through the mistake of the goalkeeper. But there is no mistake from the goalkeeper. It's just a brilliant effort. He's got Yawano to his left. He goes past Ampedu. Ano switches to Hans Kofi. Would this be the second for Ashgold? Good goalkeeping from Fatau Dauda. Kofi. Amos Adai goes down, and that's some good play from Ashanti. Beautiful skill trying to pick up Ano Amuzu. Abagna. Short of ideas. Looks for Ampim Da Costa's run. And there he goes. Can he send a decent cross? Yes, he does. Awesome. Ashgold are backing it. It's 2-1. Boasia Shantigold. Jawano again scores at the Accra. Good goal. Very, very good goal. Ashgold passed the ball around, kept possession of the ball. Abagna waited for that moment and picked them from Da Costa. Whose ball into the far post. Into Ano, marked Jawano. One touch on the volley. Beats the goalkeeper through his near post. Had crossed the line initially, I thought, yes, he did. But that cross was good. And again, credit to Ashgold because they are a man down. And what they sought to do was to keep the possession of the ball and make sure it wasn't going into the hands of the Legon City side. Take a look at the goal again.
Yeah.
So he had gone in, there's nothing Fatau would have done.
Absolutely at praise. He's on a hat-trick now. But this will be disappointing down.
Ampedu's poor cross is taken over by Francis Ado. Here is Moro Nasiru, back to Ampedu. Can he send a decent cross? Ampedu whips one in straight to Clote. He gets it out and it's for Aqua. Atukwe is onside. Jonah Atukwe! Legon Cities! Again, lovely way to work the ball. Ampedu's cross. What is the most dangerous of crosses? I was expecting Clote to catch this one and grab it. He just parried the ball away, and here you see the cool head there from Aqua. And Jonah Atukwe caught him on his near post. Disappointing he would be the goalkeeper. When you're beaten at your near post, it's always your fault. He needed to get his body around there and close that space, but that was the only place one cancels all of that. No offside at all. Natakwa picks him up intelligently. Jonah Atukwe with one touch sets himself up. Oh, brilliant from Atukwe, but this one goes straight to Clote. That's a really good strike. Really good strike on the half turn. In the first 45 minutes, and we hope to see the same for the second 45 that are just enough. Here is Michael Ampedu. Legon Cities have brought in Foster Brimer. Ampedu! My goodness, had a bright opportunity to put Legon City into the lead. How he missed from this angle is still mind-boggling. Yeah. It's not the easiest of angles, to be fair, especially when you're talking about a right back. The only place you can go is across the Legon Cities. He seems to have picked up a knock close into the first half. Legon Cities! They are up by 3 goals to 2. Baba Mahama has put Legon Cities ahead. Rose to become captain of Liberty and then decided to part ways and join the big spending Legon Cities. Another opportunity for Legon Cities. Mahama with a back heel. It's the 4th goal. David Kujo has made it 4 for Legon Cities. Legon Cities 4. Take a look at Baba Mahama. He's making a very important run there. Nobody's picking up that run. Weak effort there by Enu, but once he latches onto the ball, doesn't hit it with real conviction, no real pace in that strike, no real power. But Cloten lets himself and the team down because you'd have thought your goalkeeper is going to make a save. But as a defender, when he turns to look at that ball go through the hands of your goalkeeper, it is a disappointing one, and he knows it. By Baba Mahama, but lovely skill here to begin with.
Enu beaten by Kujo.
Yeah. And there you see, as the ball goes into the box, great awareness of
lovely back
situation. Yeah, to play that back heel into Kujo. There you see it. Took a first touch, second touch, and just knew he was arriving.
Intelligent play.
But this is a very good finish. Goalkeeper can't stop this. Can't be blamed for 2 of the goals they've conceded, but not this one. It's a really, really cool finish.
And that is credit to Legon Cities.
Walid. That was a powerful drive from Ampim Da Costa. Fatau again. Referee whistles. Another steps forward. And Dauda saves. Good save, Dauda. And he's made up for that error.
Yeah, Fatau Dauda. It's a really, really good save by him. But again, ball was a little too
well, splendid performance from Legon Cities. In fact, Umanya 3 maximum points, match day 10, and but no other team like Ashanti Gold. Great performance, and then interestingly, after the victory, dressing room in the Honomo Edepa, Baby Jetta Samojan in Raho, and after Jonathan Mensah. In fact, they will broker a deal for Columbus Crew for Ashanti Gold Bobokono, so that we may have partnership. After the game, we may now create dressing room excitement. And of course, you're trying to crave in to us. No any jubilation of course what dressing room Baby Jetta Samoja and Jonathan Mensah Columbus Crew captain of course defender and now who say after the game victory by an NJ the brain of course great Olympics ne Karela it promises to be a very great game na ya monitor and summer so back to the studio Adom TV Agoro Ne Fom Jimedi so my special guest here Kofi Menu Blue Boy football administrator in fact vociferous or kasa chena dwene ma me no kasa ekra no efi ne de tabo kra to no se park ekra nka man nko so man nko radio so kra nko kasa man nko TV so friend na waba intano pay humbly my privilege seven aka football administrator Kofi Menu Blue Boy ebe twetwen komo Blue good morning bibia bokode
bokode ni
efi fo no abane enka football asem so da bia na oka enko park da bia na okọ park
Maestro Mamenchia Dr. Osaje Force Ade Ajumbedu. Doma PhD, Adiana PhD. And Asante Mawura. Unsa Asante Mawura so am say onyini kakra, betina kira kakra. Ditembia me na menchia watie funya. Ma me mfam friba bia wo de bae no. Ade a nsonsono ya eda moa ene nipa ntem. Ene se moa emfa mena ye adwuma. But nipa edemra ya adwuma se opese obi ayebona mra bi wa busu a wa bayifo be wa wokọ bra wuo no wonko wonso ampafin nko
bewo
brodi na so na sanaka say if you are going for equity you must go with clean hands mabusa asemi ba go ya bo charge say senti be you ano na mra abedi ye adwuma no any code of ethics
code of ethics okay
of the FA nti me busae na me quote only about 3 areas ni me busa committee members and say are they aware of these provisions in the statutes na so di bi akọ court no abọ ne charge where one corporate nti mabana what be that
Not in one cooperative.
Why you cooperate only at investigatory level, but once you are being prosecuted, it is your right.
But why appear before the committee?
I wouldn't appear because they have not done it. Let me state here. Okay, Article 62, 3, okay, about investigatory process and who we are. Once the investigation has been completed, what do you ever have, you know? The investigatory chamber shall prepare a final report on the investigative proceedings, stating the relevant rules that have been breached, for which they require a judgment by the adjudicatory chamber. So there must be investigatory chamber and adjudicatory chamber. Okay. It doesn't exist there now. Now, the report, together with the related investigation file, shall be forwarded to the adjudicatory chamber. Should a hearing be conducted, one or more members of the investigatory chamber may present the case until they will be the prosecutor.
Sure.
Before the adjudicatory chamber, that is 60. Until you assume some more investigation, you take it there. Now, you go to Article 68. If they have never read it, they should go and read. Article 68.3. If the chairperson of the adjudicatory chamber deems that the matter should be adjudicated, he shall proceed with the adjudicatory proceedings and request that the Secretariat send a copy of the final report and the investigation file to the parties concerned.
But won't say you.
They have not said me anything.
And
I need a file. And who are the parties? The parties, as per our code, Article 37 defines parties as parties. Only the accused are deemed to be parties. So I am entitled to the final report of the investigatory chamber and the case file. The case file will include witness statement.
Sure.
Will include the complaint that somebody has made against you, whether it is the FA or it is an AS. Then it must include whatever evidence, either audio or video. I have written more than how many letters to you? Say, you invite me, I say, by law, I am governed by law.
Okay.
Give me these things to be able to prepare my. In the first place, you did not conduct any investigations. Did that alone? I've not seen myself as being banned. Because you cannot be seen to be doing something. So be a boom raso. Now what the kind of boom ran about 20 so answer. Again, finally, with the Supreme Court, a year past Supreme Court case, finally, if you go to Article 74, hearing principle. Hearings shall be conducted behind closed doors and in the presence in situ of the requesting party. Hearing of the adjudicatory chamber are not open to public except in cases when it has been duly requested by the defendant.
Okay.
The chairperson or his nominee decides at his own discretion under what conditions a public hearing may take place. I have made this request. You have not responded to it where you didn't cooperate. Meanwhile, in law, who a documenter, if there is a general provision, assembly bar, you look at the specific provision that affects assembly. And in this instance, the specific provision, even if I was not cooperating, falls under Article 64 during the investigation. Article 64.4. If the parties and the other persons bound by this code fail to cooperate in establishing the facts of the case, you establish facts of the case during the investigatory stage. It is not at the adjudicatory stage. They don't know what they are doing. Now, the chief of the investigation may request the chairperson of the investigatory chamber to impose a warning.
A warning, okay.
First. Then, and in case of recurrence, to impose disciplinary measures, including a ban on taking part in any football-related activities of up to 90 days. If the chairperson is acting as the chief of the investigation, the deputy chairperson shall decide.
Okay.
In this situation.
Warning, no?
Warning. Then you go back to Article 18, which is a general provision that talks about non-cooperation. 18. Oh, you have to watch here.
Me train of
Article 18.
Nenye hofline na afie mraga ka issues ni so.
Article 18. Persons bound by this code shall assist and cooperate truthfully, fully, and in good faith with the Ethics Committee at all times, regardless of whether they are involved in a particular matter as a party, as a witness, or in any other role. This requires entirely full compliance with the Ethics Committee requests, including without limitation requests to clarify facts, provide oral or written testimony, submit information, documents, or other national material, and disclose details regarding income and finance if this Ethics Committee deems it to be necessary.
Okay.
We no one ya na wakoha no ya sanction. It is a general rule. It doesn't apply to investigating.
It's ban no over describing say bogus for you.
Yes, in my last letter to them when they said they have a ban me, I wrote to them and said, the decision of the Ethics Committee was made in error. Okay. Because we have gone past the investigatory stages and the matter is being adjudicated. That is why charges have been preferred against me. So I go further to refer them that in order to redeem and protect the image, reputation, and integrity of the committee, I recommend that the committee invokes Article 42, Clause 2 of the GFA Code of Ethics to reverse its decision to allow the status quo remain. The said provision states that the Ethics Committee may rectify any obvious errors at any time. Meanwhile, last one, Article 5 of the Code of Ethics, a person would use to sanction. You know, your friend is the status now a creative Ethics Committee, you know, yeah. 57 to add. The functions of the Ethics Committee shall be governed by the Code of Ethics. Okay. Now, by Code of Ethics, Article 5, Division of the Ethics Committee, Division of Proceedings. The Ethics Committee shall be composed of an adjudicatory chamber and an investigatory chamber and an adjudicatory chamber. Ethics Committee proceedings shall be made up of investigation and an adjudicatory process. And they don't have it. You haven't done this. Where my bani kofi manu? Adam who could remain in Kosoro. It's a bogus. That's why I said the difference between an animal and a human being is that human beings are governed by rules. So if you decide not to use the rules, you are operating like you are in the jungle. And I'm not in the jungle. I said that so how would you describe the Ethics Committee of the FA? Unfortunately, even they are coming to exist and are wrong. Because it is an independent committee. Okay. Members should go through an election. But what happened at Congress, you know, the FA just brought up some new names. Membership five names. How do you vote? You must allow, and it is the right of members to nominate people who can serve on the independent committees. Then when you go to Congress, you vote on them. Justice Anim Yabua, they didn't just appoint him, send his name to FIFA Congress. Yeah. He was nominated by Ghana, supported by Africa. Then other jurisdictions nominated him. So at Congress, you know, then they voted and he won to become the disciplinary committee chairman of FIFA. FIFA, yeah. You sit in Ghana and you think, say, now law school, now be free. The walls, 4 walls of Makola, and I said, Sababa, if you have, if you say, if you know, say, Obia Nimshi, maybe your lawyer ni. But I remember now. Ethics Committee, no lawyers also now know Mkasa and Kofi. They are not working like lawyers. Now say lawyer, Papa Wom, Neboni Wom. Yes. The Ethics Committee for the Omunye Papa. What they have done has exposed them. So Omunye Papa. At all. I will not hide Ediseo. Meaning hide Ediseo. And I'm sure if they are listening to me, they should be ashamed of themselves. So you never respect the decision of the Ethics? I will not respect it. Where are the chambers? Can you be a judge in your own court? Daddy. That is why in Ghana here, they were processed for. They do investigations. near the assembly come attorney general who say asem no e was say a prosecutor no the court the court ya prefer charges against you na court no ya prefer charges against you they send all the details the files and the final report of the police to you to study so that you can defend yourself. And you jungle warfare. Hey, maybe I'm in corner sao.
Now one corner sa. They say we Juma first now you no. They say unti me for unko.
I am an electrical engineer by profession.
Na you who so you put that.
Me. Oko Airport City project.
Okay.
Scans Sank Electricals.
Okay.
Was the contractor for the electrical distribution network. I was the site engineer. Go to the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority. My name is there. Yeah, we say Jumano. 14,500 kVA package transformers. Over 4,000 underground cable, armored cables. I supervise it.
Oh, okay.
Now, me in German, some people, me school that. Honorable Osei Chairman Sabun's, whilst I was the profane choir master of Katanga.
Profane choir master.
I was Katanga.
He
was there, he knows me. And you know me because when I'm here, in your football now you no a hobby. Now I be say you pay. I to say 8 chiwa untimin kill. Would the musa and wo. Until once you get into football, you are but once there are laws, go by the laws. Don't behave like an animal. Because the difference between animals and human beings, and they say human beings are guided by rules and regulations.
Very well, we are still live for Adom TV. Agoro Ne Fom Jumedino, and I saw when you go to our meeting the maestro. Na Kofi Menu Blue Boy, and now they say audience by the ethics committee ruling on the bar say banning from all football related activities. Now, all church remo. But yeah, back guard can so delegate and Gidi work a year Urakudufiano, and I feel Alexa Kumiana or ye vice no that to about the Tiano John Ansa. And then you the position of the vice of the Ghana League Clubs Association. Details and more. Yeah, but it's here. Yeah, to us. Very well, we are back live on Adom TV. So I've grown from Jumedino and but so meeting at the maestro, Kofi Menu Blue Boy, and special guest I'll pay. You know, a teaching comma Jumedini. So you remo Gaka na ya share and comma a buy before and after the elections. No, now interestingly, Kujo Fiano and a delegate and Mujidi. About the next 4 years, when they state affairs of GACA, the Ghana League Clubs Association, and Sembibri. Because election, before the election, we had a lot of interviews. Now, beside the constitution of GACA, the details are new, and Mrebia, I say, Yakikani in idea boom. Now, sign a campaign class and young 20 Rakujufian. But delegate, Ajinatum, I retain, At the end, I will count GACA elections at Abasu.
I'm saying Thursday, never to
Thursday, yeah.
The saddest day in GACA's.
That GACA Tuaba, a new executive.
Yes.
The saddest day.
Number one.
For you?
Yes. Number one. This is the constitution of GACA.
Yeah.
Adopted on the 3rd of November 2011.
Okay.
For 9 years now, year amendment.
Okay, 9 years.
Yes. Until every 10 years, November,
okay.
Until BBA should be in line with the constitution.
Okay.
1. Article 77.4, subparagraph 7.4.6. The GACA year shall be from April to 31st March. The GACA year start from 1st April.
Okay.
Oko paragraph 7.4.1. There shall be an annual general meeting or congress. There shall
okay.
be an annual meeting or congress 30 days before the commencement of any GACA year.
Okay.
Teacher say, actually, by end of February or by 2nd of March, 30 days, 1st of March, 30 days to 1st April. No, why? They say, for 4 years, there was no annual general meeting.
Okay.
Again, GACA for it was in March 2016 near the executives in the transfer. It was said by the end of February 2020,
Okay.
They didn't do it. Nobody complained. Then they stayed. So, what you do is that You call for emergency Congress like we did in 2010 to extend the mandate of the GFA Executive Committee at the time because of Wake Up directives of the bank. You call so that you tell them that because of circumstances, you are pleading that you extend our time so that we will mop up. Then they didn't do that. So they have stayed in office illegally, unconstitutionally for 1 year. What's that about COVID? COVID came in March.
Yeah.
Until Sangha prepare around November, December, January, a year elections. By the end of February, no, COVID in June. COVID lockdown about 23rd March. That is no excuse. Why NSA, you know? Oko Article 9 that talks about elections. Elections. Elections shall be conducted after every 4 years.
Yeah.
Until by February 2020, no, never say I conduct elections. You didn't do it. Now, to elect members of the Executive Council. 2, by-elections shall be conducted within 6 weeks to fill any vacancy that may occur in the Executive Council.
Yeah.
GACA Executive Council membership is 7. Now, by October 2019, I have to GFA, they say, Abano. As per Article 5.4 of the Constitution, added, no representative shall serve on the Executive Council of GACA and the Executive Committee of the GFA at the same time. Until Mr. George Free, George Amuako, Santama, Qatar, they resign. Until 7 membership in NACA 4. If you resign in October, 6 weeks back and when. October income, November, December, 61 days. 6 weeks times 7, 42 days. Didn't organize by election to replace them. Meanwhile, George Amuako was the treasurer. So the 4 members existed without a treasurer. How can you run an association like that? And I'm on 4 boy and say, so I had it. Then, Secretariat to Hono. What PAM workers say, when
the PAM?
The Executive Council for the 4 that remained. For what reason, I don't want to know.
Tigaka, no many officers.
And during this time, Odro Nyakun, who was appointed as the member secretary to the election committee, he was running the secretariat. How can that be? Meanwhile, in this, our constitution, it is the chairman, the vice chairman, and the treasurer. 3 signatories in our bank.
Okay.
Not 2 sign at a time. Until the treasurer, no one replace you. Next year, say vice and chairman and vice. No one signs. Who prepares the financial account? Who prepares anything? BB, mam sign. It doesn't happen. Until my Debbie can say the difference between moi and Nipa, I am Mara, Nipa Diso. Until one name that not just one in one, Jumafa. Quite apart from that, the membership of GACA, as enshrined in Article 2.1, membership. Added, membership of GACA shall be open to all Ghanaian football clubs as for the time being recognized by the Ghana Football Association as belonging to and participating in the Premier First and Second Division leagues. It's Premier First and Second Division leagues. Any members of GACA.
Members of GACA, yeah.
At that time,
but the only member come.
That is it. Now, if you go to amendment Article 14.1, added, any of the articles or clauses of this Constitution may be amended provided a written notice of such amendment is circulated by the Executive Council to all members 21 days before the meeting at which it is to be considered. This has never been done. And truly, when Koyofiano was elected yesterday, he admitted, he said, we have not made any amendment. So based on what provisions in this Constitution did they say they are coming to vote on women elite, near the women elite clause. But yeah, Pat gave them the forum, the platform of GACA to elect somebody to go and serve on our Executive Council. Until media, I was expecting, say, even at the vetting stage, the old executive shouldn't have been passed. Because you cannot breach our constitution and you want us to give you another mandate when you have been in office unconstitutionally for 1 year.
It looks as if say Obi and can be.
Ghana a problem. They say 77 nipa we bring Ghana woman. O can now can be we 2 noon. But me there be a man anima. I am mra. Na me the year juma. Enema me nipa.
Okay, you're going for 4 years for this administration because you Gaka ne negativity. Obeti say Gaka organize President Cup or ne Nugu Rangers na akofa ne free Nigeria ba kawum na go man anima say obeti say Gaka maybe a check crown will be for Jenny signature akuyiska or Gaka. A lot of negative stories na Gaka. The 4 years administration na could you find no but no say nyama betimi system ni betimi adwuma abwa Gaka because the welfare body of the clubs doesn't can in some crying a change the GFA but the other way around.
Do you know why I was sad on Thursday? It is because of Nyama working. And Sana, the previous administration, no called 2016. Your boy on charges weighing and I'm a boy.
Sure.
This administration by between 2016 and today, hasn't there been any change or improvement?
No, maybe
it is going down. So why would you give them again another 4-year mandate? To the extent that we do not even have a treasurer. So our and for 4 good years, I can say they say chairman shall present audited accounts every year under Article 6. Okay. Functions of the Youth Council 6.1. The chairman shall now subclause 6.1.5 present. The chairman shall present audited accounts of the association at the end of every year.
But I'm also a Gaka.
That is why they didn't. The delegates they have disappointed whoever would give them the opportunity to come and decide on Gaka Street. Because all these things have been breached. Then you give the same person another chance to go and continue.
Delegate, the fear delegate.
That is why I'm saying the delegates, you know. Unfortunately, you know, and young crofona, SL1 Sikano and I say Bebrina, I say Sikano the year crops, you know, they give people the mandate to go and represent them. But if you are going to represent, this is a welfare body. You must ask yourself, say, for 4 years, I am Massa Payinfuino Aquaniano. Have they done anything that have inured to the benefit of the class? They don't do that. Otherwise, how will you give a friend say executive council members? They have done everything contrary to the constitution. How will you give them another 4 years again?
Very well. Kofi Manu, wrap up for Gaka issues. I mean, said the 4 years. No, you best study Monafia, do Machinafia. A quick one because Amasama ne Kwashiman on say Asempa FM community sports quiz. No, a course the Bia was Asempa 94.7. Na finalist no Kwashiman any Amasama next week enti o ma besra me ha eno mu bedi nkomo
Ablikuma enti I will support them.
O support Amasama
o Kwashiman kura na dem we dem ha we dey to aso
mama just a minute na honorable Mustafa Yusuf in fact na ka me be se me ko eche kakra enoma okoye wo the National Service Secretariat ni anase scheme no wonderful very young man na the okanyina ne say obe bridge the gap between football, athletics, any boxing, no. Now, the friend lesser known sports, no. Or they are bringing them up near on talent. And then you might be a team player. And also, if you say Obeboa, a minimum how well we know, and it will be just a minute.
I didn't listen to him, but I was starting his idea, and he will be failing. In every country, there was sports back one, a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Oko America, basketball. Oko, they say India, a friend say, Sadia yet one year boom.
Rugby.
Yeah. Oko China, any Japan, a Hong Kong, Karat, and an Asafo.
And your friend Hong Kong.
Yes. But the other ones, you know, they do gradually. But when you say you are coming to bridge a gap, football, passion, you cannot get a similar passion, Emma, and they say boxing. What you can say is, you will make sure, say, you give attention to all the sports.
Yeah.
But to say you bring the gap, you can't.
No, but football, obviously, you pay attention to it.
Yes.
But the others,
no, you pay attention. Yes.
The others, no.
So you pay attention. But when you commit yourself to say you will bridge the gap. Now, finish so now to bridge gap na concentration na football still.
So he is calling for support. Obia Kofi Menu
I make a statement so say na but me no minim no. But near why no national service na ye. Amam for ye be ne bo honorable Asiama even though me na ye fine ya. But I knew he will not be given the chance again. Yes. Huh? Australian visa scandal.
Under his watch.
Under his watch as a minister. They only swept it under the carpet. But not still so ukro and srono aye they say
I dry.
No nisa na year. That be you know won say na once na eba ho. Secondly, you call Egypt.
Yeah, snap him now.
You call Egypt. Egypt budget some nomne audio video be able out was not good for the image. Yes. Then again, what we call pitches. Only pitches because you want to make pitches.
Kofi, mami Fonsia.
Pitches, you know, I hear about official matches.
Maybe I'm ready for official matches. Kofi Menu, Blue Boy, the football administrator, FA, and I did tabo at no pay. You know, not Kofi. And also,
what is and I'm so
that also.
Oh, now there's a committee no crowd. Maintains about you.
Mate, and I don't pay any no and common. And Tanta Bayana, Minian be estimating como Asempa FM Sports Quiz, no. So now Phoebe also etimi akonenim kakra. Na mamina ha na menchia responsible men only group no. Kwaku Boache, Kwame Eric, Vincent, and Aminia Smedu who US of A. Munina no pay me chia na fe me wish a speedy recovery to my father. My biological father, Mr. Kwesi Pepra. Who knows so home fan me say nyame e den sabe kan na bibia so etimi akoye kakra wo hono. Kofi meja kwan me do ase. Nyame kan no ntine ni enche na koso ye adwuma pa ebo amada Ghana na bibia so enkoso. Sanso na minua PJ Moze ene ewo kumase asenua ne papa 1 week celebration ekoso de ne tie nyina ye beko na adwumadi no yetimi de ahyehyehye so ewo hono mo nti wo kumase na wote menka na se wo hweme ya PJ Moze papa asenua ene ne 1 week na bibia atimi akoye kama ma mentwa me ho just a minute na bibia Asempa FM Sports Quiz team no Amasaman ne Kwashiman the finalists of the competition you know match come briefly near to us we try baba before we are back live for Adom TV so Agoro Ne Fom Jumedi and enche na yes sorry so medical catch us Asempa FM Sports Quiz no community one no finalist no omo atena se a ye be twetwe come briefly na fe ye de akanyina no e de ato so nemu maseda bi wo horma ye mfama utriye lotteries kama pa eboa ama manfo nya sika twetwiri die e de gu omo ebotomo yo ba we be ma afi also nya sika na bibia ekoye no an so be fa mobile phone no dial 787 hash na wa wo so call 5 Ghana cedi pe na utriye ya sika manfo di no enye sika keto omo eso ya sene eboa sanso na soccer bet your best bet for the sports betting almost eka ho wonim say omo yeni omo dada into the horse racing athletics football no ni ji ho a no answer the kakra bi ehim utwa bia dia obedi na weekend into fa kakra shim now so nya sika efagu ubutum day by day men for dream cosmetics almost eboa wonya omo product ni bi say ukọ ba bi na de kakra keka obun some percent no ebetimi ada ho ye na fe Adonko next level energy drink we energy nya oti Adonko anaka se nkofo ni de ni bi da bi heavy pa Adonko product ni nyina kama nemom next level ne de kama papa enti osora no pa na ohom ntumi sisi ho so abobo bia ano so betimi abo na fe cheesy pizza yenu ama no so mu pizza pa ne so o pizza papa krom ha ya jatumu ligonfo eguso guess kama ni nyina no omu edibi ne bo no so eda form cheesy pizza your way almost ebo ana fe mothers in pub best chingy joint na omoso etaichi na yede enkomo nyina no eba na Kwashiman Kofi Osepepra Kofi say good morning bibia kama with me papa din na ade aban pepra na fi Amasaman ye Abbas kweku Abbas good morning at saying so far competition across Abbas man shall see free Amasaman
bibia boko
tai kama
50 time I start here no bibia ko kama
mo ye sure say mo follow mutimi twitwa questions no eduru ba bia questions bi wa mutimi toto fa papa so sa
pacho ende enyamasama
no mo ye heavy
so far ye best point in
the competition
yeah quarter final points no kwa obiani anya bi
obiani let's say the whole Ghana there communities ni na Amasama ye heavy chain obiani
yeah sports yeah sports ankasa
what is sports ankasa
sports
wow Hey, and then question man, more problem, Kofi.
Oh, any problem, yeah.
Move it to me, Amasaman.
Wait to me on purpose.
So far, competition that is saying.
Competition go so far it has been nice. Cause you
pay your voice, Nekakra.
So far, competition nice. Cause you
come out.
Come up.
Na questions na muti meet you trebi there.
To meet you trebi, yeah, to meet you trebi.
And answer questions are heading.
Oh, Dabi. Me one my heading, but yeah, answer the man pepe.
I am here the mo sheda suan, mo sheda tenase suan, na se mo tia sempa FM de bia.
Oh, ye tia sempa FM. And na born so ye di echirache ntino. Mo ye nim, you have knowledge about it. Nti ye nim ye kan and we also research the ye nim the hwehwe ye be wide knowledge.
Next week between mo ye kwase man amasaman mo be den mo be carry trophy no.
Nti na buy.
Mo be carry.
Nti na buy be carry trophy.
Thank you. Also final word na fi.
Final word is say me pese me catch kwase man for ne say e wo kasa bi I catch service pakem parabellum.
Aseche say.
Cheche say omo ya wiewom kra
mo wiewom dadada
ya wiewom kra
mate me da senti me wo shimu nyina all the best next week me sure say be shia na bibia aye kama enti abuza for ha na brebe me kwan na de adwumadi na Saturday de nyina si l'agent no pay me child immigration officer colleague pa me chana fi oba ya santoa wo fabric center also no pay me child me de maestro the ultimate Sergio Manucho and bo me chidom and afi me director and camera crew nyina no and so yetri amana yetra say they are going from Ebro live at Adom TV so Saturday you better share on the same platform until Saturday peace and blessings.